If they ain't find a program for him yet, what they telling us he got arrested for? We already know he government. All they gonna do is let him back out. Who don't know who this man is? We seen him on the floor in the middle of the street eating chicken. He a bad look. It's sort of like they just want to put a brother in the news. We ain't gotta know what's going on with Kodak. Ain't no telling what's going on with the boy. I wouldn't be surprised if he was eating his own feces, y'all. But somehow, some way, his crunchy black ass hit the news and he ain't even from Memphis. Okay, let's get into this news. Y'all ready? All right, here we go.
Bond is set for Florida rapper Kodak Black. The 28-year-old turned himself into the Orange County Jail on Wednesday after Orlando police put out a warrant for a drug trafficking charge. West 2's Christina Watkins is live outside the jail. Christina, the rapper just made his first appearance.
He did, and his attorneys did most of the talking, starting off by saying he flew into Florida from California to turn himself in. Now, remember, President Donald Trump actually commuted a sentence from Kodak Black that he faced a few years ago, but when it came down to setting bond today in court, that did not matter.
All right. Good afternoon, sir. If you can just tell me your name and your date of birth.
Yeah, Capri, sir.
Kodak Black spent nearly 15 minutes in front of an Orange County judge Thursday for his first appearance, while his attorneys argued for a lesser bond.
If you read the affidavit that is attached to the warrant, Judge.
The rapper, originally from Pompano Beach, Florida, is accused of trafficking MDMA.
More than 10 grams, less than 200 grams. That is a first-degree felony.
Orlando police said their investigation goes back to last November when someone called 911 after hearing gunshots outside of Children's Safety Village. It's a nonprofit organization. When officers arrived, they said they saw a BMW and a Lamborghini parked outside.
Neither of the vehicles are registered to Mr. Capri personally.
The report states officers smelled marijuana and started searching those cars. Kodak, whose government name is Bill Capri, then walked up. His attorney said the cops found a bag with drugs and other items in it, which officers said they connected to Kodak's Instagram page.
And on one picture in his Instagram, there's a picture of him standing next to a bag that looks like the bag that was in the car. Now, I know PC was already found, so I'm not going to argue.
And they might as well get that man the mic and let him rock the show. Because this ain't nothing but a concert. Y'all see how they all squeezed in the picture? This look like a URL battle. Where's Smack at? Somebody call Beasley and put these people to work. It's sort of like they called him and asked him for a favor. Talking about he flew in from California to turn himself in. If he doing illegal things like that in Florida, how did he even make it to California? And y'all knew what he was doing when he was doing it. So they sitting there tapping their feet, waiting for him to show up so they can get the show on the roll. We seen this dude in the R. Kelly trial, the Diddy trial, the ASAP Rocky trial. It ain't a hip hop trial he ain't been a part of. They probably begged him for a favor. He's the go-to guy when it comes to having an ugly black face in the news, y'all.
PC, but it's really screaming at me, but I won't argue it. But I mean, the case law on this is so very clear.
Criminal defense attorney Alicia Adamson-Profit is not tied to this case. She warned how state prosecutors could use social media against him.
Anything that you post on the internet, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, can be used against you. So you'll see, even though this was not the day of the arrest, they're using pictures from his social media to tie all of this case together.
Yo, can you imagine when they heard the news that Kodak Black got arrested and they got the phone calls, the emails, we need you on the job? She probably supersized her meal in the drive-thru when she got that text. Excuse me, I no longer need a small. Can you make that an extra large? Yes, and add a milkshake to that. And I would love to try 3 of your chocolate chip cookies. It's time to eat. When they got the green light, they was like, let's go. Every last one of them, man. They were so happy to see his black ass come through that door. He looked like steak and potatoes to them people. Now they about to chop it up real good. Because this my thing, right? What they telling us for? Why we need to know? I'm pretty sure he done plenty of things. He already got arrested about 8, 9, 10 times. Every time you hear him in the news, he got arrested or he tied into something illegal. The president giving him pardons and that. At this point, They might as well just handle their business behind closed doors. That's the only way they're going to make it authentic in my eyes. Look at this.
Clear.
Criminal defense attorney Alicia Adamson-Profit is not tied to this case. She warned how state prosecutors could use social media against him.
Anything that you post on the internet, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, can be used against you. So you'll see, even though this was not the day of the arrest, they're using pictures from his social media to tie all of this case together.
Back in court, given Kodak's criminal past and prior convictions, a judge set his bond at $75,000. And it's worth noting, I just checked Kodak Black's Instagram not too long ago. There's now only one post on his page. As of right now, he's still here in the Orange County Jail. We'll let you know if and when he bonds out. Covering Orange County.
He probably already bonded out, y'all. What we gonna do about this? We gonna let them keep playing in our faces with these black celebrities or whatever. Bring back the BET Awards. Hell, bring back good content, good music. Bring back art and graffiti. Do something. Because this is black culture in a nutshell. Ugly niggas on the news with dookie dreads. That's all we got left to offer. And tendonism. And you might mix that with Kodak Black eating some tendonism in the middle of the street. They done tried everything. Look at this.
We begin with that breaking news in Orange County where rapper Kodak Black is in jail awaiting now to face a judge. Good afternoon. Great to have you with us. I'm Alan Campbell.
I'm Sonica Donge. West 2 was the first station to break the news of his arrest in Orlando on drug charges. West 2's Christina Watkins is joining us live from the Orange County Jail. And Christina, Orlando police say this investigation started last November outside of a nonprofit for kids.
And that's all according to the...
See, now, that's the part where I got to talk about this for a little bit, y'all. And please fill me on this. It was outside of a nonprofit for kids. So what illegal activities do they have going on that involve Kodak Black, weed, smoke, guns, drugs? Are they really for the kids or no? Was it just some random place where they posted up, or was they doing business? And why would they be mentioning the organization unless that organization has something to do with Kodak Black?
It's live from the Orange County Jail. And Christina, Orlando police say this investigation started last November outside of a nonprofit for kids.
And that's all according to this 5-page arrest report from Orlando police. They said they showed up to the Children's Safety Village after people reported.
Wait. I know y'all can feel how y'all want to feel, man. I gotta do what I gotta do, because if I don't find this stuff out for myself, then we just gonna be messed up. And y'all gonna be, when he come home from jail, y'all gonna forget about this stuff. So let me go ahead and do my work real quick. Put some music on, bro. No doubt. Damn, I done forgot the name of the organization that fast. Wait. Let's get everything straightened out before we move on, because this a little wonky. For the people that's watching, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Now, let me make sure I got this. Okay, we got that. Let's go.
Reported hearing after people were village to the Children's Safety Village.
The Children's Safety Village. That sounds like they might be a part of the Zulu Nation. Let's go on and investigate this real fast, man, because that don't sound right. The Children's Safety Village. They might be a cult down there somewhere. A Haitian cult, for all we know, man. Probably got missing people involved. What's up with this, the Children's Safety Village? I need to look more into this real quick. Let's get this together. What they got going on? The Children's Safety Village. The Children's Safety Village of Central Florida is a nonprofit organization that caters to prevent children injuries and fatalities through life-saving education and firsthand experiences or whatever. So why was they shooting guns outside? This a felony within itself, having drugs around something like this. Why is they even talking about it, man? You supposed to throw the book at somebody for doing what he did, but they talking like they gonna chop it up and try to figure it out. Who the fuck in that Chuck E. Cheese suit looking at them kids like that, man? It's supposed to be about children's safety. You got little kids all in the middle of the street. They got weirdos and pedos hanging around there listening to Drake. And then you got Kodak Black shooting and smoking and selling drugs around the children's organization, y'all.
And that's all according to this 5-page arrest report from Orlando police. They said they showed up to the Children's Safety Village after people reported hearing gunshots. I want you to take a look here because this is a picture you're looking at of Kodak Black's mugshot, all from Orlando police. They said when they showed up last November, they found a BMW and a Lamborghini parked outside of Children's Safety Village. And then the police officer said they smelled marijuana, so they started searching the cars. That's when they said Kodak Black approached officers. They said they found a pink pair of scissors next to a $100 bill with drugs on it. The report says those scissors matched a pair in a picture posted to Kodak Black's Instagram a week before all of this even happened.
Wait a minute, man. Are these cops his friends or no? Because they all on his IG. He's smoking weed, walking up to the cops talking about what's up, what's going on. He's so comfortable with law enforcement. And for him to, how did he leave? How was he able to turn himself in? Fly in from California to turn himself in after being caught with all this madness on the scene? Did they let him go that day? Did they say, we gonna talk it over? Well, we'll probably need you for this in a couple of months or a couple of weeks. We might want to stir the pot a little bit on social media. We could sure use your ugly ass face. Another mugshot never hurt. I bet you every time he take a mugshot, somebody profiting big. Whoever took the shot, you got to release it to social. TMZ probably got first dibs. By the time it make its rounds on social media, his mugshot alone probably made $2-3 million.
They also said they found rings in that car, which also matched his Instagram. And eventually, the officer said they found MDMA. I got the chance to talk to a criminal defense attorney.
Hold on, y'all. It is what it is. I gotta learn. I gotta educate my damn self. What's the name of the stuff? Okay, we gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure this out. It's called MD. What else was it, y'all? DA drug. Kodak Black. What the hell is he smoking? It's called MDMA. What is that? So it's some designer pills or whatever the case is. Okay, I see what's going on here. The methylene, the oxytamine, commonly known as ecstasy, or Molly, produces stimulant and aphrodisiac effects or whatever the case is. So that's what he was out there toting. It's the hallucinogenic known as SAS. So you take that shit, you're going to be one zesty motherfucker that night. And if you the type that like to hang around your homies, you might want to tell them that you ain't going to be able to see them until your high come down, or else y'all going to mess around and make a baby. Damn, so he be... And you know, I always wonder with them Rowdy Rebel and Bobby Shmurda videos with them dudes dancing all on each other like that. Now I understand why they be so close. They all get in the circle, start dancing. Next thing you know, you see they draws. They be popping them sassy pills or whatever the case. But that's Negro here, no day. Let's move on. Y'all listening? Okay, here we go.
Attorney not connected to this case whatsoever about how social media could play a role in this.
As a criminal defense attorney myself, I'm often telling my clients, be careful what you post. Because anything that you post on the internet, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, can be used against you. So you'll see, even though this was not the day of the arrest, they're using pictures from his social media to tie all of this case together.
Now, what's really interesting in all of this...
Wait, no, let me tell you what's interested in all of this. What I'm finding interesting. It's sort of like law enforcement's done turned into the biggest groupies using this social media, man. They won't arrest you because they don't want you to have the clout. They see everything you doing, but your name ain't sassy enough. It ain't saucy enough. They online fishing for the big fish. Your no-name ass done posted a little gram of weed or whatever. You got you a big bag of dro. You stunting online, flexing money. They know that you looking for that arrest. You want that street cred. You want to be well known. Your ass want to be on the news. They gonna leave you alone just because they ain't trying to give you the clout. They picking favorites. They sitting in their little office, they cubicle online like, yeah, look at this sucker. I wouldn't arrest his ass if he paid me to. Oh, he's a big shot. He want to get girls. He want the cars. He want the life. No, fuck that kid. Let him sell the drugs. Let him sell the drugs. I think that's what they be doing. They see your grandmother. She copped the 8th. Like, we damn sure not trying to give her no clout around the nursing home. She gonna be beating the shit out them nurses. They know what's going on. Your father got a drug addiction. He on the corner. They see him on the corner copping the crack. Every day, they know Joey. They ain't gonna do nothing to him. But for Kodak Black, since that's their boy, they'll put him on blast and let the whole world see the arrest. Yeah, he's the real deal. Billy the Kid, get him a dusty mug shot. The president probably sanctioned for him to get arrested. Oh, he's cooling off. I like hot boys. Yeah, he's not hot enough. No, we're gonna have to put some heat on him. He's getting cold. Yeah, how about you go get my boy? They probably briefed him and everything before they bought. I'm not buying none of this, y'all. Because how many times he done got arrested? And that's why I'm asking the question, should they let Kodak go so they can do it all over again? We be bored. If he's staying there we need to see some more videos of him eating chicken. I want it personally, if I had it my way, I want to see Kodak Black in the middle of the highway with trucks flying by, sitting next to Mr. Tendenism, shaking them ribs off the bone. And then after that, they could do what they want to do with him. If they want to put him in jail and put him in a hole and keep him in there for years, I only got that one request.
According to legal experts, is back in 2021, President Donald Trump pardoned Kodak Black after a judge sentenced him to nearly 4 years in jail back in 2019 for making a false statement to buy a gun. At that time, the White House praised his philanthropic work, saying he's a, quote, prominent artist and community leader. Also, just last year, Kodak Black visited the White House during a Black History Month reception.
Oh, no, they ain't let that nigga come to the White House on Black History Month. They trying to be funny. They said the White House praised his work. Was they standing on the front porch smoking weed, listening to Kodak? They can't be serious with this stuff. Representatives for the White House praised him for his prominence in hip hop. That boy got bars. They got a top 5 at the White House. You got Bubba Sparks, Eminem, Kid Rock, Machine Gun Kelly, and Kodak Black. That's they top 5 dead or alive. This is sick. I need to run that back. Either she freestyling off the top of the head, or they really did that. Listen.
Trump pardoned Kodak Black. All of this according to... Now, what's really interesting in all of this, according to legal experts, is back in 2021, President Donald Trump pardoned Kodak Black after a judge sentenced him to nearly 4 years in jail back in 2019 for making a false statement to buy a gun. At that time, the White House praised his philanthropic work, saying he's a, quote, prominent artist and community leader. Also, just last year, Kodak Black visited the White House during a Black History Month reception. So we did reach out to the White House to get a statement on this latest arrest. We know they are working on giving us a statement on that. In the meantime, Kodak Black is expected to make his first appearance in jail here in Orange County this afternoon in the next 90 minutes. Covering Orange.
Oh, they so excited. They ready to get that bread. Hey, man, let's go ahead and talk about this real fast. Yo, set me up. Yeah, I got to see what's going on. I've been wondering for a while. I'm going to have to do my own research to get to the bottom of this right now. Because I've been wondering what's been happening out there, man. Yo, how many members we got in the building, man? How many people don't subscribe to the channel? That's what I want to see. Gage Gore is definitely in the building. What it do, brother? That's the only member we got. But I see a lot of lifetime Blazing Gang members in here. Your wake-up call is here. Delilah is right there. The Invisible Girl, Khadijah Jackson. What's up? Heather Stanley, And J Baby is in the building. Shout out to Pac-Man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all feel like they should let Kodak Black go or let him rot in jail for the rest of his life? I think they need to let him go, because if they don't, it's going to be another copycat. And that's the last thing we need. I got some stuff I want to share with y'all. I was thinking if I wanted to share it or not, but I figure since we are here and Kodak Black has been arrested, why should I hold back any longer? Let's just get into this, y'all.
Judge, I just want to point out a couple things with the arrest and the affidavit for arrest. I know that PC has already been found.
Yes, sir.
Generally speaking, I always like to make the court aware of the Bradford Cohen on behalf of Bill Capri, Judge.
To add.
Oh, the quality just low. I tried to turn it up or whatever, see if it was another one that was louder. I'm going to figure this out. Come on, let's get into this.
Judge, I just want to point out a couple things with the arrest and the affidavit for arrest. I know that PC has already been found.
Yes, sir.
Generally speaking, I always like to make the court aware of the strength or weakness of the case, because I think that goes towards the bond. In this case, Judge, this happened in November. Oh, before I get to that, we also self-surrendered for the court's edification. We self-surrendered. He was in California. I had him fly back specifically for this case. I was notified by the U.S. Marshal Service and given the opportunity to surrender him. U.S. Marshal Service was beyond professional in this case, just for the record. But if you read the affidavit that is attached to the warrant, Judge, essentially what happened here was there's two vehicles. Neither of the vehicles are registered to Mr. Capri personally. An officer approaches the vehicles. One vehicle, he says, smells like marijuana. He searches that vehicle, finds something in that vehicle that is unrelated to Mr. Capri. The second vehicle, and he doesn't even see Mr. Capri on the scene at this point. The second vehicle, they then inspect. There's one person in that vehicle. There's two bags next to that person, both in the passenger side of the vehicle. One bag has drugs in it and some other items. The other bag has what he initially says, and he doesn't put this in his affidavit, he initially says that he tests it, and it tests as 27 grams of cocaine, which is just under the trafficking amount of 28 grams. When he then sends it in, allegedly, it becomes MDMA. So I also have his original report that says when he originally tested it, it tested as cocaine. Inside that bag, there's some items that he says belong to Mr. Capri, an identification and some paperwork. He then sends things off to get printed. None of the things in that bag come back to Mr. Capri as his fingerprints. I think there were several latent prints taken off. None of them match Mr. Capri. At that point, then Mr. Capri approaches the officer and is not on the scene, is not in the vehicle, and doesn't make any admission that the bag is his or anything like that. The officer then goes one step further and goes on Mr. Capri's Instagram, and on one picture in his Instagram, there's a picture of him standing next to a bag that looks like the bag that was in the car. Now, I know PC was already found, so I'm not going to argue PC, but it's really screaming at me, but I won't argue it. But, I mean, the case law on this is so very clear, and I use two very, very, I think, esteemed cases. One of them is Edmond v. State, and the other one is McCrae v. State. And I'm just going to be very brief on it.
Right, so let me ask you this before we get into the case.
Yes.
One, has a copy been given to the state?
I'll give her a copy, I'm sorry.
Because certainly last thing we want to do is have a hearing by ambush.
On a lot of the construction cases. So the Edmond case is kind of an amazing case. The police raid a house on a warrant. The guy's hiding in the closet with wet cocaine next to him in a hole that his head is within 1 foot of the hole. On the stove is cooking cocaine. Next to the stove is his ID.
Come on, man. Is y'all gonna arrest somebody? Is somebody going to jail or no? They talking all this crack talk, coke talk, drug talk, criminal activities with a rapper to vouch. They couldn't do the press conference, so Kodak was busy. They had to let him handle his affairs in order to help them play this game. That's probably was a part of his release. That's probably why he got a pardon. Whenever we need one of you silly looking motherfuckers in the news, you got to be our guy to go to, because with that hair, with that dust, They threw him back in society to be a tyrant for collateral, just for the news sake. They must have had to know it was going to be a lot of effery going on in the world. They said gas prices in Atlanta right now, $5 for regular gas. And if anything need to be in the news, they need to be trying to address how they going to lower this stuff, or what can we do, or what needs to be done, or how it got to be so bad. People can't afford housing. I mean, it's all fucked up, but somehow, some way, this man get the front page. They put his ugly ass on the front page every time. He reusable at this point, man. Kodak Black is a rapping wet wipe, and they gonna keep on with it. And it ain't never gonna stop, man. I can see the future. He gonna be old and gray. He gonna look bad. A old crackhead. They gonna keep his name ringing in them streets. He gonna be way past his prime. All them dreads gonna be gray, and they not gonna hesitate to snatch him off the street for doing some old foolishness, y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and get back into this, because this is making me sick. I'm sick to my stomach because of this.
And some paperwork in a bedroom in the house is more paperwork that belongs to him. The court found that's still not enough for constructive possession. It's kind of an amazing case, and I'll give you the exact site for it, but it's Edmond v. State, and the state has a copy of it. The other one is McRae. In McRae, they're pulling a guy over. They pull him over, he jumps out of the car and makes a run for it. As he's running, the officer sees that he's playing with his waistband and makes a throwing motion. He puts him down on the ground, arrests him, and tells the other cop, hey, go back and see what he threw. They find a baggie of cocaine, no fingerprints on it. They print it, no fingerprints on it. And the court says that's not enough for constructive possession. Those cases are so much closer to constructive possession than this case. And I would just ask the court, in considering a bond, to look at the case, to look at the affidavit that's with the case. And I understand that the typical bond on this is $50,000. I'm asking for a $10,000 bond.
Hold on, wait. Is he talking in Kodak's favor? Is he trying to get him arrested and locked up, or is he trying to get him out of this situation? Is that his friend or his foe in this? A $10,000 bond. So is he trying to say that he ain't have enough dope on him, even though he was around them kids? You figure in Miami or in Florida, period, it's regulated. Everybody on that booger sugar down there. It's sort of like he got caught with a couple of airheads in the now later. That's how they talking. Like, all these drugs, that ain't nothing down there in Florida. Well, what they gonna do? They could be trying to make a push to legalize a lot of this stuff with Kodak Black. He might be a martyr. He might OD in his jail cell, and that's when they start pushing to legalize some of this stuff. Just because he had a little baggie, I don't know what they're trying to do, but I'm sick of seeing his ass. And the reason why I took it upon myself to talk about this is, how y'all feel about it? It had to be about 5 or 6 years ago. I did a video on Kodak Black getting arrested, and people was outraged. People was calling in like, oh, I hate Kodak Black. He need to be in jail for the rest of his life. He's a bad look for the black community. We had a couple of civil rights activists call in, some Hotep brothers and sisters. They was calling in, breaking down the mathematics about how Kodak Black is an alien, Andre 3000 son, and all this stuff. But fast forward to 2026, and people really don't have a voice to speak because they would rather chat GPT some shit than to come up with their own logic or try to decipher how they feel about a situation. And that's why podcasting and live streams and stuff like that are dead, because the public really don't know what to think, say, or do. People just waiting for cues for responses. And that's so sad for humankind. But if you would like to chime in on this conversation, please do it in the comment section below. I ain't gonna cry. I thought about it, man. I'm fighting back my tears because ain't no way with all these people in here, I should only have 2 likes, man. I done sprayed Febreze and the live stream still booty. And it ain't got nothing to do with me, man. I checked the statistics. They said 90% of my people ain't even graduate, ain't got their GED. That's an algorithm problem. I swear my shit fire. Ain't that right, Delilah? I ain't gonna cry. Y'all do me a favor and hit the like button. It's a few more things I want to say about Kodak Black that y'all probably never noticed. He might be some of y'all relatives out there. You know, that black blood stretched back a long way. And when you sum it all up, we all kind of related at this point. I know he from Haiti, but shoot, he look like a nigga I know that's from America. He might be your flesh and blood. And they say, if one of us fall, all of us fall. One apple spoiled a whole bunch. Is there a way we can ask the media to stop displaying this type of stuff? Because I don't never see Lee Chang in the news when he get busted with that dope that look like rice. I don't never see Habibi in the news when he get busted selling dope out the back of the gas station. They want to handle that on the low because them people don't want people from their community all on the news looking stupid. You don't see Maria in the news when she transporting them bricks in the baby stroller and they catch her ass outside the Walmart. They ain't gonna put that. It's all types of things going on in America every day. People committing all types of crimes, but they reserve the #1 spot on the news for a Kodak Black, a damn Stephon Diggs or a Diddy or somebody to make everybody else look good. I'm over it, man. I'm sick of it. Hold on, y'all. Somebody else sick of it too. We gonna see what they got to say, man. Hello. Who this is, man?
Hey,
What's up?
we talking about a Kodak Black crack situation. So look at here. Man, he look like one of them ground beef head kids that look like that he ain't no home trainings.
You said his head looked like ground beef?
Well, yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
He like one of them ground beef head kids. You know them bad ass ones that be at the schools that just tearing up stuff.
Dried taco meat on his head.
Yeah. Well, he took the dookie balls out. There he got the dry meat. The old Wendy's.
And women never hesitate to give him them cheeks.
Ew, that sounds like a prison problem.
If you met Kodak Black and he was in your face smiling with the goatee, yeah, he turned up, he got on them bright colors with them chains and stuff swinging.
Oh Lord, I'm getting the hell away from him fastly. All you see is ass to elbows.
Oh, you moving away fast, big girl style.
Oh God.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Do you feel like they should let him go? Because the longer they keep him, the more news they gonna make about it. But if they let him go, then they could stop yapping about it.
Well, he was messing with Rexy Led, right? Mm-hmm. So that's probably. I mean, he had that juice, that stuff up in him. I don't know.
Yeah, man. In Florida, it's a lot of dope down there. People Trick Daddy been rapping about it for years. They love that booger sugar.
Did Trick Daddy get put on stage?
I think he did.
Yeah, he did. At the concert at the women's. But yeah, back to him. Yeah, no, don't keep him in there. Keep him. It's throw him in there with the rest of them. Cause, yeah, we don't need to me and them keep walking around. Especially look at his head. Mm-hmm.
Straight dookie on his head.
It's dookie jukes.
Yo, let me ask you something. Have you ever experimented with any type of narcotics in your lifetime? And it's okay to be honest.
No.
You never smoke no weed. You ain't never do none
Of
of
course,
that.
weed is a plant. It's not a narcotic.
Okay. Yeah, but you ain't never
Weed is
did
a
no.
plant.
You never popped a pill or nothing like that. Prescription maybe.
Well, an e-pill probably, but that was way back in the day. That was like in the 90s.
Oh, okay. So you did pop that e-pill though.
But I ain't end up looking like that.
Was you sweating
Crack
when
don't
you?
crack unless you smoke it.
Was you
He
sweating?
didn't smoke
Was you
a whole bunch of crack.
Was you sweating after you popped the Molly?
Man, that shit ain't. First of all, I never said Molly. I said e-pill.
Same damn difference, man.
Well, whatever. Yeah, touche.
How did it make you?
Unless it's too evil.
Did it make you feel like D'Angelo? Was you dancing with your shirt off? Like, how did it make you feel?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. I know what I handle by drugs. I handle drugs. I don't let the drugs handle me.
Yeah, so you popped that e-pill. Was you around people? Did it make you horny and everything? Because that's what I wouldn't know. I ain't never did nothing like that. But since you did, I figure you can help us understand what it's like when you pop that e-pill.
I don't know what it's like. I still don't understand what it's like. So, man, don't get me to start the line.
You must have ate a big sandwich with that pill if you ain't feel nothing.
Anyway, let's go back to Kodak Black. Yeah, he used to.
That's the pop calling Kodak Black. Y'all hear that?
Oh Lord, call Reggie. Put Reggie on the phone.
Hey man, I do appreciate your phone call because people be acting like they scared to call, and you called in like a boss. You don't get nothing but love from me.
Of course.
No doubt. And you a woman with kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had that talk with your children about peer pressure, drugs, and things like that?
Yes, of course.
How did that conversation go?
All the is no longer. Don't do drugs because you see the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You see the streets is like I live in Baltimore, so yeah. Yeah, the streets is be screaming.
No doubt.
So yeah, we not doing that down here.
Yeah, you told your kids.
My kids out here.
No doubt. You told them to say no to drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Did you tell them about the Molly?
First of all, nobody takes Molly. Where the hell can you get Molly from?
Well, did you tell them about the e-pill?
Yeah, I indulged at one point in time. Everybody had something fucked up in their life before, well, effed up in their life, I'm sorry, for your Mount Olympus.
But how you gonna tell them not to do drugs when you was doing all the drugs?
Who was doing all the drugs?
That one pill you took. How you gonna tell them not to do drugs?
So that was all the drugs?
Well, when you took that one pill, I take that back.
Right, like you gotta take that back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I told him it ain't for you.
But it was for you though.
Look at here. I was around a friend, and and just, I ain't gonna tell on myself, but got one and popped one and whatever. It didn't work out that way.
So y'all was getting freaky that night?
No.
You said you was around
I was
your
waiting
little.
for everybody else.
Yeah, you was with your boyfriend. You said one thing led to another. You popped that pill real fast.
Nope, we're not doing pill Cosby. Nope, we ain't doing that.
It is what it is, man. You know, people do. You got to think, all the people selling drugs, there's a whole lot of people doing them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Supply and demand.
Supply and demand. And it make you wonder, these drugs are not cheap. There's some expensive stuff, so it got to be doctors, lawyers, bus drivers.
Who the heck do you think is bringing them in?
That's a good
the
question.
Government.
Oh, man.
The government. You think they ain't letting that stuff up in here?
Damn, man. And then, Kodak Black, it seemed like he's basically government. Everybody know who he is. He's famous as hell. And when you that famous, why would you even risk going outside,
He
let
look like a
alone
professional crash out. He look like a professional. Look at look at his face. He look like something gone wrong in his life. A lot of things that went wrong. Probably need some counseling or something. A little therapist, maybe.
he all types of
That's Negro here or
possessed?
there.
Yeah. Do you think it's some spiritual stuff tied into Kodak Black?
Maybe the same thing that happened with Lil Nas X. He done went from Old Town Road to the whole Town Road. That's Negro here or there.
Real talk. That's what I think about the whole thing. I'm glad that we think alike and we see things alike, man. And I'm so glad for your call. The next time I go live, you gotta call in for real, for real. Hello, who this is, man?
Oh, yo, this is Big Ant from Brooklyn.
Oh man, we got Big Ant on the phone. Now I know you heard about what happened with Kodak Black. How you feel about all this stuff, man?
Yo, like when people start smoking, it's hard to stop. Now, Kodak, he in and out of trouble sometimes. I'm praying for him, Father, in Jesus' name, let this brother recover. Number one. Number two, it's called COINTELPRO. It was, they started it, I think, in 1968. They flooded all of the black neighborhoods with drugs, and a lot of people lost their lives. To this day, we hope that it's not going on still, but, so that's what I feel. I just wanted to call and let you know you're doing a hell of a job. You hang in there, man.
No doubt, man. Word up. I appreciate that. Hey, one more question before I let you go. There's a lot of young black males out here in the drug trade, but the thing about it, a lot of these dudes are bottom feeders. Even though you see them with the chains and the jewels, they pulling up in cars and stuff, they are at the bottom of the totem pole in the grand scheme of things. So if anybody's under surveillance the most, it's these little ants that's moving the dope from here to there. It's like an ant farm. They looking at everything that they doing, and they just watching them like it's a science project. Do you feel like, do you feel like this is by design, or do you feel like this is just how things came about?
Well, you look at nature and you see the ants. The ants, the only ones you see, those are the workers. But inside the hole, you have a queen. She won't allow but one queen, her. She eat all of the other female eggs. And they have a couple of workers that she allows to come and breed with her. They could stay there for 30, 50 years. Or I don't know how long ants, but all I'm saying is a science project, yes. The bottom feeders, yes. The only solution is Yahweh, because at the time, right now, he has empowered man, me and you, the power to pray. And as we pray, we move bad things out of the way and we move good things in. So for your family, help. For my family, help. For our enemy, God do what he wants to do with the enemy, but we're gonna be healthy, we're gonna eat, we're gonna be all right.
No doubt. Hey, bro, I hate to cut you off, but I gotta rewind back to that theory that you mentioned about the ants and the queen and all that stuff. How could that relate to the black community in a nutshell? Because there's only a few dudes out here, a few types of men that's making all the babies in the ghetto. And a lot of them be like Kodak Black. They be in and out of prison. They give birth to these like-minded kids.
Right.
So do you feel like that same scenario applies to the inner city and the ghetto?
It applies to rich, poor. It applies to everybody. It's like this. All right. The strong will survive. It's sort of like a law of nature, but it's a law amongst the humans too. Like a guy like you. You could go out right now and find a girl, right? Online or on the corner. You like big body girls and you like Henny. I'm like you. I like big body girls. I like girls like 400 pounds. But and if she's into you and you smile at her, she'll be with you. The reason why these kids are out here wilding is because the drugs are sexual drugs. They ecstasy and methamphetamines. Those heighten your sexual awareness. And when you're young, your thing is hard. So you're trying to stick and move. Well, we as elders, like I have a program where I just mentor kids. And I tell them, look, you don't go out and make a baby until you can afford it. And then we teach them basketball, football, baseball, and computer skills to keep their mind occupied. The more what my grandmother used to say, an idle mind is the devil's playground. So they would keep me busy when I was little. That's why I got 4 daughters. I'm 61, but I got 4 daughters. All of them. One is she writes for the Amsterdam News. She's a political reporter. My twins, they are track stars, and they are into computers and stuff like that. And my 13-year-old, she runs. They all are the same, but it's like a apple don't fall too far from the tree. So if I'm good, they gonna be good. I know all your kids are good because you good.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And there's some people, they're corrupt, and their kids come out corrupt. So I don't know all the answers, but I just know that I'm all right, and I'm glad that you're all right. And the two of us, the Bible says, the 2 touch and agree on earth.
No doubt.
What they pray he will do. So we just keep on doing what we're doing, and it's going to be all right,
No doubt. Hey, one more thing, since you speaking on the Lord and everything. I was thinking while you was talking, when it comes to drugs and they sexualize people and people just want to get it in all the time, and it's a lot of diseases and STDs out here, whatever the case. I think that society failed to put the emphasis on how lust is a sin. But
Right.
It is one thing to say that it's a sin. There's a lot of things that's a sin, but I feel like we fail to emphasize how it affects your life all the way around, because it can really destroy your life. It's okay to like something, but to lust something, to crave something constantly, that's like, I like ice cream or whatever, but I know better than to indulge in too much of it, because it's going to fuck me up, man. But there's other people that don't know the limits, don't know the consequences and repercussions of it, because it's not pushed in mainstream media.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And just to add to that, I like ice cream too. I like him.
No doubt.
I ain't had none today, but I only had a couple of beers, but I like Henny.
Oh, I thought you was a Christian man. You said you had a couple of beers.
I don't drink Henny. I'm trying. Like right now, I'm in my 12th step, right? But I haven't reached but the first step, which is trying to stop. But I probably won't never stop. My grandfather was a drunk.
Oh.
My father was a drunk. I was a drunk all my life. But now I'm getting older, and I'm trying to get like sober, and it's hard because. It's grief.
So you going to the AA meetings and everything?
I'm trying to. Yeah, I go to. I have this thing with my cousin. He's a pastor, so we sit down and we have like a personal counseling, and he sits down. He's trying to make me not gamble, not drink, I stopped smoking a long time ago. And
shit, with all that coughing, you could have fooled me, brother.
No, the cough was no. That's dust. That's dust. I'm allergic to dust.
It's dusty over there, and you an alcoholic.
He's snapping on me now, yo. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. You good? I'm gonna let you.
No doubt, bro. Yo, we gonna pray for you, brother, man. You be good out there, no doubt. We gonna holler at you later. Real talk, man. Shout out to him and thank him so much for his call. Oh my God. The Pots calling Kodak Black. It been happening all night. Y'all ain't got no business even speaking on this man. The Pots calling Kodak Black. Okay, let's get back into this news.
Highway here on the train, I was typing up a motion to dismiss. it's just there is not enough here. I get
Right,
it.
and I'll stop you there. I mean, obviously, you know that the motion to dismiss
I know.
is for another day.
I
We're
know.
here for the sole purpose of
Yes, Judge.
determining bond and conditions of bond.
I
Your
do.
client,
And I appreciate it, Judge. And I don't know if you
I've
want.
got the second for you, Your Honor.
Oh.
Edmund versus State is 963, 2007 case for TPA. And another 4 TPA case, that's 2006. Not arguing PC, it's been found.
yes, sir.
I believe that the importance of this information
Old girl rocking in the back like she tired of being the overseer, man. Y'all see her back there rocking? She humming them Negro spirituals, man. She tired of locking brothers up. And that's kind of crazy how they got on the suits and ties and they got on the damn, they the overseers and he the prisoner. So this is the justice system in a nutshell. And when you go to a lot of these courtrooms and stuff, there's a lot of black people working in the system because they go to school for criminal justice because a lot of times they don't know what else they want to major in. I hate when I hear somebody say criminal justice. And I ask them, how is you going to give justice to the criminals? And what is justice for? If you're a criminal, so criminal justice mean locking up criminals or giving them justice by sentencing them to jail or being a corrections officer or parole officer. This is justice for their crimes or whatever the case. I don't understand it, but that's one of the most popular things ever. And I know in their heart, they got to feel a way about their situation. But when Beyonce be putting out that country music, that made people feel more comfortable with their job description. When you got that lone star on your badge or whatever, and you got that Jay-Z and Beyonce going on in the background, they made it pop culture. And I ain't mad. A job is a job, and somebody got to do it. But I heard they don't really be getting paid like that. But there's a lot of perks in being a corrections officer because you hear a lot of shit. And you got to hook up before anybody else got to hook up. Before they go pick up the work, you don't already hit the mailbox because you heard them talking about it a week in advance. But who knows? I don't know everything. One thing for sure, they got Kodak Black, and he might be getting another pardon. Listen at this.
President Donald Trump has left the White House, but he granted clemency to a couple of celebrities before his term officially ended.
That's a black fist. I don't care what y'all talking about. That's a black. Look how dark his hand is, man. That looked like one of them Addams Family hands. Like his hand died. Or they ain't put the shit on his hands to make it seem like maybe that orange is to make it seem like, because look at his hands. Don't look like corpses' hands. You put some orange on anything, it's going to bring it to life. Shit, why y'all think they make Sasson? That chicken be dead like a motherfucker. You put that Sasson on it, it's going to bring it all back to life. It's going to make it edible. Maybe they on to something with this stuff. Listen at this, y'all.
President Donald Trump has left the White House, but he granted clemency to a couple of celebrities before his term officially ended. Just hours before Joe Biden is set to be sworn in as the 46th president of the United States, Trump pardoned rappers Lil Wayne and Kodak Black. Lil Wayne, a notable Trump supporter, was charged in Florida on November 17th.
Hold on, man. Lil Wayne got the thumb up. Like, yeah, put her there, buddy. He got the Trump American sweater on and everything, man. And Trump looked like he pleased with Lil Wayne. The rumor is, now I know this gonna sound ridiculous, but I need y'all to follow me on this. And once again, this is a rumor. The allegations in the rumor is, and I know that, like I said, come on, man. Facts is stranger than fiction. Let's start there before we get into this. But the rumor is Nicki Minaj been wearing the Donald Trump fat suit for the past 16 years. She's what you call a doppelganger. She's a professional troll, and she on some Jeffrey Epstein shit. Her husband, y'all know what he done did. Some Jeffrey Epstein. Her brother in jail right now for some Jeffrey Ep. And on top of that, she allegedly wearing Eddie Murphy style Donald Trump fat suits. And the reason why I brought that up is because that ain't no damn Donald Trump right there, y'all. If you look real close, you could see the BBL. When you look at the neck, look at the neck, the teeth, the smile, the cheek. When he ever had high cheekbones, y'all? When he ever had high cheek, he ain't got them right there. Where the cheekbones at? Why he ain't got no cheekbone? He got her cheekbones. But that's Negro here nor there. Make sure y'all do me a favor too. Hit that like button and leave them comments in the comment section so I could give y'all a shout out. What's going on over here, man? Hold on, what happened? Let me get this together. What's going on over here? I'm about to take my ass to sleep. That's what I'm about to do. And let me know where y'all living at, because I'm about to be doing some content about people's cities and stuff. So y'all gotta let me know what city y'all in. That way I could show your city some love. Let's keep it moving real fast. Few more things I want to touch on. All right, y'all listening? Okay, this right here is going to set y'all all the way off. Go ahead, let it play.
President Donald Trump has left the White House, but he granted clemency to a couple of celebrities before his term officially ended. Just hours before Joe Biden is set to be sworn in as the 46th president of the United States, Trump pardoned rappers Lil Wayne and Kodak Black. Lil Wayne, a notable Trump supporter, was charged in Florida on November 17th with possession of firearm by a convicted felon and was facing up to 10 years in federal prison, according to NBC News. But the outgoing president, quote, granted a full pardon to Dwayne Michael Carter Jr., also known as Lil Wayne. A statement from the White House read, quote, Mr. Carter has exhibited this generosity through commitment to a variety of charities, including donations to research hospitals and a host of food banks.
No, ain't nothing for free. Them charities, that ain't enough to get you out of jail. His celebrity ain't enough to get him out of jail. If you break the law, you break the law, regardless of who you are. How government is he? Okay. And I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing, because we all government. You got a social security number, you government. You employed somewhere, you tied in, you pay taxes. You government. And if you don't know, go fill out an application and see how government, you better be government, or else you ain't gonna be able to eat. You ain't gonna have nowhere to live. You ain't gonna be able to get no mail. Amazon not gonna be able to deliver your package if you ain't government. But there's levels to this. Their government status is obvious to people that care, but a lot of people don't care for the most part. And that's fine. And I think the reason why people can care less is because hip hop is not only a dying art form, but it's already been dead. It's not contributing anything worthwhile. So regardless of what these people got going on in their lives, their personal lives, or whatever the case is, people don't have the mental capacity to even connect a couple of dots, let alone put together the whole story. By the time they put together the whole story, when it comes to any celebrity or any notable person out there, this is what this story turns into. Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog, and Mickey Mouse. They got Drewski as a backup dancer. It get real goofy when it's time to tell the story, man. And they not going to tell the whole story. They just gonna tell apart the cute and cuddly parts and leave all the negativity out. Can you imagine when they do the Kodak Black movie? That shit gonna be called Kodak, and they gonna find some dude, probably his nephew or somebody, to play the Kodak Black role, and that's gonna be 50 years into the future, and it's gonna be a bad look. But when you think about it, this is a bad look. How much of a sellout can you be? Head perm. He had so much chemicals in his head. When the sparkles came from the Pepsi commercial, that shit ignited put a hole in his scalp. And people feel like that's what he get for not keeping it real. And rest in peace to Mike. I ain't trying to desecrate his name or nothing like that. Then the plastic surgeries and the bleach and everything, that is a horrible look. If you care to even, analyze it that way. But people don't have analytical power like that because the computer got the capacity to do every and anything for your ass. Yo, I'm going to wake y'all up real quick before I go. I'm going to get y'all to snap out of it for a split second. I'm going to flash that light like on Get Out, and y'all going to see the light real quick before I get out of here, man. Let me get this together real fast. Y'all listening? Let's go. Come on, let's do it. And get that whack-ass music out of here. Leave that on. Okay, here we go. That shit might be too loud. I'm gonna turn that shit down. There you go. All right, let me do this. Hold on. Get it together. Now, do y'all remember, for the ladies out there, do y'all remember this? The hot comb, the sizzling hot with the smell like hot hair. It should be smoking. I remember when we was kids and our grandma would have that comb sitting on the stove for the women in my family. And man, let that comb nick the side of your head or something like that. People hated that hot comb, but it did teach you about the reality of things. I think that hot comb was a lesson that all young people needed to endure. You fuck around and find out. You already knew that as a child with the hot comb. You ain't have to keep running into the wall and getting knocked up, STDs and all that to find out when something burn, it burn. That's why them girls was different back then, because they knew you fuck around one time, man, you better watch your ass. Because when that comb nick your ear, hit you in the back of the neck, you ain't gonna like that. And don't fuck around and drop the comb. It's these simple essentials that built character, built strength, built integrity. Now you got this old electric shit. If she gets smacked, she gonna call the police. If things don't go her way, oh my gosh, she gonna whine, and she ain't never felt the nicks of no hot comb before, man. God damn, this shit look like a typewriter / blunt roller / you put, hold on, what the hell going on? Yo, don't be calling and hanging up neither. If you scared to call, just don't call. Yo, hello, who this is, man?
Where is you at?
Hold on, we got a one phone call minimum a month. So next month you can. We heard you the last time. The next month you get another token to call back.
Look here.
Yeah, you get another You get another token next month to call, man. I ain't playing. I'm too grown to be playing with people. It's time to. I'm about to go, cause that. I don't do ignorance. She wasn't talking about the first time she called. Matter of fact, go ahead, block her, man.
Don't block her.
She called looking for you, nigga. All right, I'm about to go. That's what I'm about to do. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. And I'll just see y'all on my next video. Shawn Blazington back at it. Pull out the Mac, then I rat-a-tat-tat it. Her ass blocked, ain't no way she calling back, chick. That's it, she on the pissy mattress. I'm about to take it to the next level. I roll it hard, now I'm about to roll the next pebble. I'll get it in, Kodak Black just got arrested. You wanna check it, but don't ever test it. I'm rolling in the Tesla with the American flag on it. He can do it better. I'm in the coldest weather. I'm eating cheese, mozzarella, and the cheddar. About to kick it for a little bit before I dip. Pull it all the way down, and then the shirt rip. I'm like Hulk Hogan, and y'all knowing my shit hot. It ain't never frozen. Wonder where I'm going. Straight to the stove and I turn it on. I'm about to fry me some bologna. And I'ma keep on rapping, man. You wanna get smacked? I'ma keep on smacking, man. Chewing hard, I'ma keep on smacking, man. Back the truck up, keep that shit backing, man. If it's a Brinks truck, nigga, bring it up. Whatever happened in the past, don't bring it up. Just chillin', baby. Letting everybody know how I'm feeling, baby. Got a couple G's on my way to $1 million, baby. Take it from the ground all the way to the ceiling, baby. But that's Negro here, no there. Yo, I'ma holla at y'all soon. Y'all be good out there, baby, baby.